Welcome back, friends, to the zombie apocalypse. I'm Juniper, and today in Project Zomboid, we're starting off with some nice home cooking. It's a bit of a windy day outside, but it's a brisk morning in mid-September. We're actually starting to get close to when our next helicopter could show up. That'll be the 18th. I have to make sure I don't burn all of these things. Actually, I'm not sure it matters if they burn or not. I'm not really intending to eat them. But yeah, we're starting off with some cooking. I did some cleanup of vegetation last night, and look at this. Our entire garage here is free of vegetation. We got a dead mouse and a dead rat out of the deal, so I'm just cooking up that right now. Looks like they're almost done. There they are. So I can put out this fire. Alright, so we want this fresh cooked rodent meat, but this rotten cooked rodent meat, despite the rotten cooked rodent meat actually giving us cooking experience, we definitely don't want to eat it, even though it is cooked. So I don't have a compost or bin right now, so the rotten rodent meat is just going in the trash that I've just been filling up with a lot of trash. Why is there vitamins in the trash? Oops. Alright, so plan for today. We are going to go somewhere, or at least we're going to try to go somewhere new. And I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't think of this before, but there is actually I'm not going to tell you what it is. We're going to start making our way in that direction. And you'll find out when we get there, I guess. Oh, I need to bring this along with me though. Sledgehammer. There we go. All right. So where we're going is not inside of our territory yet, but we're going to take a peek and see just how bad it is to get there. Alright, here we are passing the hotel. Looks like there's a couple of zombies out front who are probably going to see us. So we're going to have to deal with these zombies before we can get much further. That's alright. We'll just, we'll start off with some friendly zombie removal. This guy have oh, he's just got a wacky looking golf hat on. What is this thing called? A visor. A wacky golf hat. That's what I'm gonna call it. Alright, anybody else coming? No? The hotel is getting pretty empty, which is good, because where we need to go is kinda close to the hotel. It's down this way a little ways. And it might just bring us some stuff that we need. I may as well go ahead and explain it since we're basically there. Where we're headed is it's a storage unit area, a self-storage place. It's right down here. You can't really see it, but all those buildings down there on the bottom left, those are all self-storage units. So once I get a bit closer, it should be a little bit easier to see. Sometimes the 10 years later mod with all the vegetation really makes it hard to see what buildings are, just because everything blends in. It's not perfect, but maybe this angle will give us the information that we need to really understand this. So this whole fenced-in area is a self-storage unit area. And that's our destination. We'll see if we can actually get in there or not. This building we haven't cleared out yet, so that will probably end up getting in our way. Let's go deal with this group over here first, though. Alright, time for you guys to dissipate. Our panic is still coming into play here, but it's going away pretty quickly. So, oh, the garage door's locked. That's unlucky. I'm just going to leave the rest of the hotel alone for now. The building is so big. We've gotten pretty far into it. But all in all, there's still going to be more zombies in there that haven't really gotten themselves worked all the way down to the lobby yet. So the hotel is still work in progress, but we've made a huge dent in that. What are we at? We're at almost 6,500 total kills. So let's go ahead and see if we can investigate this building. Is this garage door going to be locked too? It is. Oh, but here's a door. I don't really want to go in there yet. Pretty nervous about going into buildings that we haven't really cleared out yet. So this is the area we're probably going to be working it all of today as we try to get closer to the self-storage area. Hello. If this building is pretty easy to clear out. Oh, it's all boarded up. The doors are all boarded up. That makes it a little bit more challenging. We'll have to wait for them to break out, which is fine. I don't mind waiting a little bit. Maybe we will take this opportunity to see what the front area of the storage place looks like. This is the dental office that we were at the other day. It's good that we've been working in this area. I'm definitely happy about being able to be pretty close to the storage unit without having to, you know, fight zombies for days since we've already been working in the area. Chill, dude, I need to finish my breakfast. We're still gaining weight. We've got 2 up arrows right now, which is good, but surprisingly, it's actually harder to gain weight than I thought it was. It really comes down to having meat, I think. Having, like this rodent meat. A renewable source of it. Of course, though, you know, obviously that's something we've been working on for a while now, trying to find those hunter magazines. Alright, any more of you in here? I'm sure there are. Come on out. The sledgehammer is going to be useful for breaking into the storage units down here. But it's certainly possible that that's pretty slow. What I mean is, like, I may end up using, since we have so many weapons, I may end up using my axe to break down the doors instead of the sledgehammer. Just because the sledgehammer is such a slow attack, I don't want to be in the position where we have a very slow attack and there's a lot of zombies inside the storage unit. So, we'll see. We're probably not going to get to any storage units at all today, honestly. It's just going to be this in the area. Basically what we're doing now. Alright, behave. I need all of you to come from the same direction. Do you understand? Those are the rules. Does this one have... I think it's a bread knife. This one has a spear. Spear with screwdriver. No thanks. Not something I need. I'm more interested, does this one have a bread knife? Or is this a machete? Ah, it's a bread knife. Alright, well that's boring. Alright, we're pushing down pretty far here. This makes me nervous. Because there could potentially be a lot of zombies here, and we're kind of painting ourselves into a corner. But so far it looks like nobody noticed us. That's good. Alright. We might be able to start moving into this area then. It just depends on how many we get. We have a very powerful hand axe here, so I'm not too worried unless there is an absolutely hideously enormous amount of zombies here, which there could be, but I'm expecting it to be relatively small quantities of zombies. I'm not sure why I think it would be small quantities of zombies. Based on all of our other past experiences in this world, there has never been a situation with minimal quantities of zombies. Maybe I'm just in an optimistic mood today. That must be it. Alright. In a worst case scenario, like this is the only entrance to this area. However, we can hop these fences if we have to. We can definitely hop the fence. There's also a window out the back that we can climb through. However, there's a whole bunch of zombies on the other side of that window. So I'm going to work my way back around and keep trying to clear the zombies that have been pouring out of that window. Maybe we can do it without getting noticed. Let's get some experience in light-footed and sneaking. Looks like we got noticed by at least this one zombie. Alright. Back up over here we go. It'd be really nice if you guys could just come single file. Because that makes this a lot easier. You didn't want to join your friends? Just chilling over here? Picking up watches. It's definitely, whoop. There's definitely more in there. I don't hear a ton of them, however. So the way this building works is that there's a bunch of indoor storage units and there's a bunch of outdoor storage units. You can kind of see it now. It's not a very good vision just because it's dark. But there is a lot of storage units at this location. Since I have the opportunity, I'm gonna remove this glass now. I'm not gonna crawl through because that seems too risky for me. I'm just gonna take my time and we're gonna walk around the fence again. Hello. This hand axe does pretty good work, but it's nowhere near as good as the battle axe. This thing is going to make me very sad when it breaks someday. Maybe we'll end up using our, I forget what it's called. There's an item that we found. We found one of that item, which can be used to repair these special weapons from this mod. You can't repair them via normal means. You have to use, it's either a leather strop or a whetstone, I believe is what they are. Which we have one. We have one leather strop. Is this a door? Or is this a window? I think this is the door. It's locked. Of course it is. Why would it not be locked? Unbarricade this. The more entrances and exits we have, the better. Especially because I don't feel very confident here. Throw the plank on the ground. Go back to our hand axe. Oh, except we put our... I like the swap it mod, but sometimes it's annoying. There we go. Alright. Go back to our hand axe here. What do we do? Do we bust down this door? I don't think we need to bust down the door. Remove this glass. Might just be those two in here. In which case we might be safe to hop through this window. What do you think? I think we can safely hop through this window. We have enough options. Yeah. Calculated risk. Alright. We just have to make sure that if we even get the sense that we might be about to be overrun, we book it for the window, because we can't run through the window. It's not a door. Oh, but we can open the door. We're on the inside now. Oh. We're gonna go open this door now. Unless it's barricaded. Okay, no good. Very good. Now we have a running exit. Here's someone? I think they're outside? That was not the door. Alright, well... let's keep working this way. Being indoors doesn't make me happy. Being outdoors makes me a little bit happier. Yeah, I think this will do us well. What do you think about that? What's inside? There's some broken doors inside, which is a good sign. I like it when the doors are broken. Orange soda, chips. The chips are light. I'll take the chips. Still trying to gain weight. Yeah, see, we already lost our 2 chevrons of increasing weight So we're stuck here at 75. I want to get us back up to like 78 or 80, ideally. Which means we need to keep this green bar here, the calories bar, pretty high at the bottom. Alright. Who is gonna come break off their window first and come try to eat me? Apparently you and you. Alright. Our hand axe is the dire hand axe of the clouds. I wonder if that makes it way less. That would be very nice. Alright, so we have an open exit here. This goes into the same building that we were looking at from the other side. I'm gonna deal with this guy. We could let him break the door, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. Now what? Thinking. What's the best call here? These guys are on their side of the fence. They shouldn't bother us. I don't want to get snuck up on while I'm working on these storage units. But I think we're pretty safe. I think we start with the indoor storage units and we go from there. We should be able to get a key inside this building, which would let us open up all the doors. So. If not, though, we can smack them down. Where, how did... Where'd you come from? Alright. Where did you come from? Clearly this area is not as safe as I had hoped it might be, but that's okay. That is just fine. Anybody in the bathroom? Nope. Good. Alright, so this is a safe exit, except we know that there's at least one zombie over there. I don't hear any close to me, so I'm going to go ahead and go through this window. Alright, now we have a pretty easy path in and out of the whole area. So what I'm going to do is, not today, but in the future when we come back to continue looting this, we'll bring the car, and we can just go in and out through this window. It does make me a little bit nervous. It does have some poor vision, but that's okay. Alright, this is a dangerous bit, especially with the vines. I hear several. Alright, we get to start looting folding chairs. Nice. That's what I needed. A fitness contraption. It's really heavy, so I'm not going to take it now, but these might be good for us to help level up our fitness and strength. Alright, we do have a key, apparently. I don't remember getting a key, but I'm not going to complain about it. Some seeds? We don't really need the seeds. I think there's a zombie further down the way. Lots of weightlifting equipment here. Oh, this is a very useful storage compartment. How about in here? Anybody in here? Nope. Pipe wrench. Look, we found a pipe wrench. We don't need it anymore, but we did find one here. Canteen, tent kit. There's some pretty good stuff in some of these units. I have to keep in mind, we do have an alternative exit over here for if something like this were to happen. We have multiple exits, which is what you want. Always want to have as many exits as you can possibly have. A generator! This was one of the big things that I was hoping to find when we came here to this this particular place. A generator will be very good for us. Clothes, tarp. Can't get to those guys. That's all right. Yeah, but the generator is huge. We don't really need it, but I do want a generator. It is something that I would like to have. A Santa hat. Nice. I think we have a Santa hat already, actually. Spare engine parts. Some good stuff in here. Good automotive parts. There's a mannequin down here. Alright, let's do the open rooms first. Since they're so scary compared to everything else. Fishing stuff we don't need. Tent we don't need. TV we don't need. Alright. Anything in here? Furniture. CD, The Depth of Your Love 2 by Donnie Mason. This person, whoever had this storage unit, really liked this particular CD. Because they have 2 of them. There's a second generator in here and a pool table. Maybe we'll come steal this pool table sometime. What about in here? With this creepy mannequin. We don't need clothes. We do not need clothes. Alright, so the door is barricaded. We can't unbarricade this from the inside. So I'm going to finish up clearing this bottom floor. Actually, we should probably do the top floor before we do anything else. But I think this generator down here is the one that I'm going to ultimately grab. You don't really need more than one. Ooh, lots of closed doors up here. Closed doors makes me nervous because closed doors often mean zombies inside. Although I don't hear any, so maybe we're safe. There's a zombie coming in downstairs. Looks like they got caught on the window, which is good for us. Come on in. He's not going to do it, is he? I don't want to run out there. I guess I could. Alright, there's 3 out here. Run until they're both on the same side of me. Alright, anybody else? There's one guy down here. Where did you even come from? I guess he could have broken out from one of the storage units. Alright. Well, we're headed back inside now, I guess. Did these guys see me? They look like they're coming for me. That makes me unhappy. I think there might be zombies inside this building that was just empty a minute ago. They could be coming from over here, pathing all the way to this window, coming inside, making their way all the way over here. That is certainly possible. That's why it's so dangerous looting a place like this. It's not as bad as the apartment building, just because it's all on the same level. So it's not quite as scary as that apartment building. But there's definitely a lot of mistakes you can make looting a place like this. Not realizing that zombies outside have not only seen you, but they've managed to path all the way into you. So that's the sort of thing that I'm always trying to watch out for, you know, is a group of zombies headed for me. One zombie, not a big deal. A group of zombies, that is a big deal. So because a group from outside the fence saw me, they were able to detect a path in to get me. We have to be much more careful now. And it must have been a pretty sizable group just based on how many they are and how split up they are. So it's a good thing we're not inside the building when this is happening. We could be inside of a storage unit, and then the result of being in there and then being attacked by a bunch of zombies would be, you know, less than ideal. Alright, so there's 2 right inside here. Maybe I can get them to come out. Do you have any friends nearby, or can I... Alright. While we're outside, we have a lot of room for maneuverability, but once we're inside, we get a lot limited, so... We're just going to take it nice and slow, work our way back and forth between the 2 sides of the building until we get this whole group handled. Meant to open that door. Oh wait, no, we can't open it because it's barricaded, so... While we are outside and the zombie is inside, we'll unbarricade this door, give us another exit. Last thing we want is to be trapped and not have an exit, so... Now we should be able to open that door from the inside. Unless we can open it from the outside? It's locked. Some doors have different properties than others. Some of them you can open from the outside, or you can't even if you have a key, stuff like that. So. Alright. There are far more zombies than I was hoping there would be, bothering us at this stage in the operation. But I did know that this was going to be a multi-day project to really loot this whole storage complex. And really what I want to do is I want to be able to drive the car down here, around, and into this door. So we have a very quick route to getting that generator out. The generator is so heavy that you really can't fight with it. So really, it can be really dangerous to be in a dangerous situation when you're carrying something very heavy. So avoiding that is going to be pretty important, which is why I want to drive all the way in here up to this door. Alright, what do we think? Do we think zombies inside have worked their way outside? Whoever's on this window isn't banging on it anymore. Seems pretty quiet in here. Anybody get stuck over here? Looks like we're probably good. Anybody outside? Alright. I think we managed to handle this particular incursion into our supposedly safe area. Just take it nice and slow. There could be a zombie in one of these rooms. I would hate for them to, you know, grab me. So we have to go back upstairs, although we have an exit now from the upstairs. Let's make sure our exit's open up here. It's locked? I'm on the inside, though. It's gonna make a lot of noise if I break this down. Trying to decide what to do. We're in a tough situation. Mainly because we don't have a, like, the staircase here is our only path of escape. Did I loot this already? I don't think so. Would have remembered a bunch of electric guitars probably. Or engine parts. That's pretty good. Eventually those will come in handy. You can, if you have high enough skill, you can repair engines. Okay, we looted this. Let's see if we can finish off the upstairs. Actually, having an exit's going to be much more important. So I'm going to go ahead and break this door. Now we have an exit that could have attracted some attention. It's pretty loud. Yeah, see, attracted this guy's attention. It's pretty loud, but I would much rather find the zombies now and deal with them than not. Oh, there's another group outside making their way in. We might have to call it a day here. We've poked our way into this pretty far, but I don't think we've really done enough. So there's our second exit. I just assumed that I wasn't going to be able to break or open that door from the inside since we couldn't do the other one. Alright. Well, we're headed home. We're going to take it nice and slow out of here. I could hop the fence. I have plenty of endurance to do it, but with all of the vines on the fence here, there could be a zombie hiding along the fence that I don't see, so it's not worth the effort, or it's not worth the risk. I'm just gonna take it slow and we'll walk around the fence. Holy cow. It's probably a good thing that we decided to stop for the day, just because there's a pretty significant group of zombies out here. And we're gonna have to deal with them, which is fine. We're in a fine position. We can deal with them. I'm very glad that we didn't end up having to deal with them while we were inside. Because if they all poured through that window, would have made for a harrowing escape. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of retrace our steps from this morning, clean up this area. I don't see a good reason not to do it. Like, the cleaner this area is, the less those unexpected events are going to happen, where we just get overwhelmed unexpectedly. So we'll clean up the area a bit better. Last thing I want is a surprise. These guys have been more surprising than I anticipated. So I wonder where they're all coming from. There's probably a pretty large group of them further to the east here. Yeah, like this whole area was clear when we came through earlier, but they must have migrated in while we were inside. So we're not gonna deal with all of these zombies. Oh, where did they even come from? Yikes. These zombies are quite a nuisance. I just want to go home. Is that so hard to ask? I just want to go home. Coming at me from multiple angles is a recipe for death. So if you could not do that, I'm going to end up breaking this hand axe in one day. All right. Nobody's following us. We're going to go ahead and sneak and hope that helps us avoid the gaze of this particular group over here. And we're going to work our way out of here. Back up to our vehicle. We've been spotted. Did they manage to break out of this room? They did. Okay, so here's an open door. Looks like they broke this door also. So we can potentially come in here and clear out this building soon. With basically all the doors and windows barricaded, I didn't really feel like clearing it out today, so we'll head back here. All right, we are home safe and sound. And we made some good progress today. We've identified the location of a generator. So we will put the generator on our list of things to do in the near future. But for now, thanks friends for joining me today. I'm Juniper, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye now.